What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and this is the next installment in my Pages of Chaos series. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today it's going to be a little bit different because I want to get your feedback on some ideas. This is something that I've been floating around in my brain for a while, but because I'm not the kind of person that can do the visually appealing, I'm more running by the seat of my pants, I read super quickly, I don't have coherent thoughts. I wasn't sure if themed reading vlogs would be something that could work for my channel. I have done fortnightly and weekly vlogging previously, so I thought maybe we could give this a go, but I want your advice on what you want to see. I've got some ideas and I'm happy to tell them, and if people see this video and then decide that they want to do a vlog for it, sweet, more than happy to share the love. But I thought I would put to you what I've got thinking around in my noggin and if it's things you'd like to see. Basically, I have a list of video ideas and I just want you to tell me in the comments below, do you want to see them or not? And if you want to see my brand of chaotic mess, try and attempt them. I did mention in my goals that I would like to do 3 themed reading vlogs throughout this year at a minimum, so it's sort of just which ones do I prioritize, how do I prioritize. I did mention 4 video ideas that I will also mention here as well in that video, just highlighting the ones that I'd like to do, but I also just want to hear from you what you would like to see. So the first one is Cluedo themed reading vlogs. So I am bringing back my TBR game for 2024 and doing it bi-monthly, so I could do themed vlogs around reading books based off a weapon or based off one of the characters. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing? This was an idea I had floating around for the Whodunit Readathon, but I haven't spoken to Danielle and Naomi if they would like to do another rendition of it, so I thought maybe vlogging some book ideas from that sort of concept could be interesting. The next is randomly generated series, so just going through my currently ongoing series list and randomly generating it and just trying to read through as many as I can in a set period of time. How many we decide could be determined by a dice, random number generator, trying to finish all of it. This has a lot of open interpretation, so what would be entertaining for you to see. Then for 1 month, doing 1 week, 1 shelf, which is randomly generating the shelves that I have and then solely reading books off that shelf for that set week. So it can be very restrictive due to the way that I organize my shelves, but it could be really interesting as well. The next one is looking at doing an Aussie prize list like the Miles Franklin or the Stella Prize or the ABIA Awards, and looking at previous winners and or the shortlist and trying to read through those because I've never really explored them before, so I thought that would be interesting. Next could be done as either a vlog or just a video concept, and that's library recommendations. So working at my local library, I can very much get a slew of answers from my co-workers about what they would recommend, and I can either vlog it or just do it in sit down format. And the same as my local bookstore, which Ash works at. So I am friends with a lot of his co-workers as well, so I feel very comfortable in just asking for their recommendations for a video idea. Next is one of trying to get myself into movements, and that's daily walks and audiobooks, to sort of figure out what audiobooks I can listen to while exercising or going for walks. Some are just not feasible for me, and I feel like the big brain energy or the slightly surreal are ones that I can't go with, but middle grade fantasy totally fine. So it's sort of just trying to experiment and see with what actually works for my reading, what I can read, what I can't, and just making note of it so that if I am trying to do a challenge to walk 10,000 steps in a month, I have my list of books that I know I can refer to and try not be reading other things that I can't listen to while I'm moving. Then this is a video idea from Clumsy Charlotte, and this is participating in every book club or readathon that they find in a set period of time. I would set it before I look at collating my readathon list because there is no way, and just seeing what pops up, recording book clubs and readathons, and then trying to set my goal to how I'm going to participate in each of those. and I think it is my perfect brand of chaos, but I just haven't managed to pull it off yet. Then we have binge reading authors, so Mona Award, Emery Lord, Jack Heath, basically anyone that I have a big selection of books that I'm interested in by them. Robin Hobb, and trying to binge read as many of those. Some authors that I have or haven't dabbled with before and giving them a go, or binge reading authors that I have read from. There's sort of multiple facets to this one that I could do as well. Books with genitalia on the cover. I am so curious as to how the vaginal motif has become a flower for labias, and there are just so many books out there. There are so many that look like genitalia on the cover. So I'm curious to deep dive into them. Are they mostly sexual non-fiction? Are they fiction? Does it relate to sex? I don't know, but there's a bucket ton of the bastards out there. The same as sort of like the fruit as well, and the way that it's laid. It just gives me the hibbly-jibbly, but you know. One that I'm so scared to do is swapping my watch time for reading time. So my watch time can range between 6 to 8 hours a day, and the idea of swapping that to reading time fills me with dread when I work in an 8-hour. But also, how do I watch that much? But brain just can't compute having to switch that. But I think it would be very beneficial for me to do that, so I crack that habit of just continually watching rather than picking up a book. The next is sampling and trialing a 5 AM morning routine, because I struggle with mornings. I occasionally go through a phase of being able to get up at like 6:30. I need to have strong external motivation, and I need to get my night routine perfect to be able to get up that early. I've done it before, but this would be stepping into the realm of I'm going to be a cranky ass bitch, but it could be funny to watch me struggle to try and exist. But also with the intention of having more time in the morning for myself to sit and read.
I can attest to cranky ass bitch.
I love you. The next is I'm not a lit chick girly, so I really struggle with some forms of literary fiction that's leaning more into the contemporary women's fiction, general fiction, and also historical fiction. So there are a couple of channels that I've seen floating around that are very what I would describe as a lit chick girly, and I just don't have anything in common with their reading taste, but I also haven't given it that big of a chance to try and have it sway me. So I've got a few people that I would probably call on to give me some good recommendations, as well as exploring some channels that fall into that category just to see what's out there. This would definitely be stepping outside my comfort zone. And then the other is doing the Goodreads Awards, but instead of trying to read all of the books and ranking them, reading the top most voted for and the least most voted for, and just reading both of those and comparing and seeing how they contrast. Erin from Cheaper and Shelves and I were discussing it. The theory behind it is that those that passionately love these books are going to be the ones that vote for them, whereas the winners are mostly swayed because it's what people have heard of. So could I draw any parallels between them? So I think that would be kind of interesting. And then it would be, what ones do I pick up? Am I doing all of the genres? Am I doing some of the genres? Am I doing the ones that interest me? Super short video, which I think is well needed after the lengthy videos I've been putting out. But I hope that you can leave any thoughts, theories, ideas, wants, desires down below to guide what content I head towards making for this year. I am so excited for just 2024. I've got really positive vibes towards it, and I just want to continue expanding my reading and doing something a little bit different and trialing things I haven't done before. If it flops, okay. Doesn't worry me, but I would like to just, if I'm going to step outside the comfort zone, I want to know what people want to receive. If you could let me know down below, that would be great. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video.